The Four Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz. The Four Agreements is inspired from the long tradition of the Toltecs, an ancient indigenous people of Mexico, to show that we have been domesticated from childhood, how these internal guiding rules hurt us, and what we can do to break and replace them with a new set of agreements with ourselves. From an early age, most of us can remember being diligent about following the rules. You wanted to be called the good girl or good boy all the time, and you knew such praises were always rewarded with sweets, snacks, money, and other goodies, and the opportunity for people to use you as an example to other kids. You mostly wanted to do things right and never get in trouble. You were great at following agreements, whether one called them commandments or rules or something else entirely. It's no wonder why Ruiz said, "We have many agreements that make us suffer, that make us feel at life." If you want to live a life of joy and fulfillment, you have to find the courage to break those agreements that are fear-based and claim your personal power. The agreements that come from fear require us to expend a lot of energy, but the agreements that come from love help us to conserve energy and even gain energy. One culture that is rarely mentioned but houses tons of wisdom and are eternally priceless are the Toltecs. Mexican surgeon and author Don Miguel Ruiz, who turned from science to spirituality after a near-fatal car accident, knows all about them. His 1997 book, The Four Agreements, spent 8 years on the New York Times bestseller list, selling over 6 million copies and spreading these four guiding principles to people to live by. 1. Be impeccable with your word. 2. Don't take anything personally. 3. Don't make assumptions. 4. Always do your best. Today, I want to share with you why we need them and how you can work on embedding them into your life. Are you ready for some ancient Toltec wisdom in your life? Let's make history a reality, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel if you're new here, because we'll help you to discover the secrets of success from good books and great people. Lesson number 1. Our environment domesticates us from childhood, and it leads us to living an unreflected life. There are a lot of elements of our lives we don't choose or have control over. Don Miguel Ruiz calls the sum of these domestication, and it's a process that starts the day we are born. Let's face the truth. You don't pick your first language, choose your first goal, or control what attitudes your parents instilled in you. Parents, peers, teachers, religion, all these influences embed a set of rules in us. As children, we have no power over them. We are rewarded when we do good and punished when we step out of line. Fast forward to adulthood. You become someone who's afraid of rejection and not questioning society's rules. The worst thing about this collective dream, as Ruiz labels it, is that eventually we are so domesticated we continue to do it ourselves. If you've ever broken a rule, like missing a deadline and then mentally punished, judged and blamed yourself, you've seen this problem in action. How do you break out of this cycle? With a new set of agreements. Decide to break away from status quo. Question long age assumptions and live the way you believe you are meant to live. Lesson number 2. Nothing people say or do to you is personal, but you need to know who you are to be okay with it. One of those new internal rules you should try to adopt is to never take anything personal. It's the second of the 4 agreements, and I believe it's the most powerful. Nothing, absolutely nothing that other people and the world do or say to you is about you. When someone calls you ugly or says you can never be successful, trust me, it's more about the speaker and their problems than about you. Whatever issues they are dealing with has led them to take their frustration out on you. No matter whether it's true or not, when you take it personally, you have to acknowledge it, and that means to some extent believing it. So you should never take anything personal, but not taking hurtful comments and setbacks personal is hard. According to Ruiz, the only way to really make this a habit is to become very self-aware. Knowing deep down who you are, what your truth is, and that you're good enough allows you to stop seeking validation and acceptance. Lesson number 3. You can use 3 ways to break old agreements. Free yourself and come up with your own. Can you see how powerful such a new agreement might be when you really embrace it? There are lots of them waiting to be learned. But to pull off this kind of massive change, you first need to free yourself from the shackles of your old domesticated system. Don Miguel Ruiz suggests 3 ways you can do this. 1. Start noticing the beliefs you have, which are based on fear and make you unhappy. We all have them. Our attention has been turned towards them since we were little, and we could have done nothing about developing them, but it's time to grow up and pick them apart. 2. Learn to forgive people who hurt you, most of all yourself. The Toltecs call this the parasite in your mind. A fight, a missed bus, a spilled glass of wine, whatever causes negative emotion can eventually ruin your day unless you forgive yourself and everyone involved. This is the only thing that lets you move on instantly. 3. Remember that each day could be your last, to stay in the present. The initiation of the dead brings clarity. How do you want to live? Do you really want to let the opinion of others decide what you do right now? These all take time, repeated practice, and finding out how you can make them work for you. But they are starting points to untangle the mess in your mind and finally start living by your own agreements. Lesson number 4. You are not here to sacrifice your joy or your life. You are here to live, to be happy, and to love. If you can do your best in 2 hours of meditation, but you spend 8 hours instead, you will only grow tired, missing the point, and you won't enjoy your life. Do your best, and perhaps you will learn that no matter how long you meditate, you can live, love, and be happy. Lesson number 5. When you transform your whole dream, magic just happens in your life. This is the mastery of intent, the mastery of love, the mastery of gratitude, and the mastery of life. This is the path to personal freedom. Special bonus. Hi successful people, we are so happy to have you here on our channel, and we appreciate you for taking time to watch our videos. Thank you. As bonus, we want to share with you a very important quote by Don Miguel Ruiz. Every human is an artist. The dream of your life is to make beautiful art. Go out today and make beautiful arts. Now let's discuss. What lessons do you think I missed in this book? What points would you like to add? Which other good books would you like our team to summarize next? We love to receive your comments. If you love this summary, our team will be very happy if you can like this video and share it with your friends on social media. And if you've not subscribed to our channel, subscribe now and turn on the notification, because we'll help you discover secrets of success from the world's best books and great people. We love you.